My definition of success is to be able to live your passion. For me personally, I've been very blessed. I've played with some of the finest musicians on the planet. All of them have been highlights in one way or another. Going from Van Morrison to John McLaughlin, or going from from one extreme to the other. For me, it's a very exciting thing. My name is Mark Mondesir, or Mondesir if you're French, and this is my Yamaha profile. How I got into music was from birth, or maybe even before birth. I grew up listening to a lot of diverse styles of music, even within what was considered pop music at the time. Everything from Jethro Tull to the Beatles to James Brown, and away from the charts as well, we had calypso music and country and western music. Coming from a West Indian household, both of those music styles were very popular. The drums came by accident. I started going to secondary school. Within first couple of months, the music teacher was looking for a drummer for his school production at the end of the year. The music teacher gave everybody a coordination test. So everybody had to do this thing. And myself and one other boy were the only two in my class who could immediately do that test. So he got us to the front of the classroom and got us to play behind the drums. We had to play a standard rhythm, just this. But at that time, we only had half of a drum kit, so we didn't have the bass drum pedal, so I had to play the bass drum with my stick. And I was the only one who could do that rhythm, so I got my first gig. I have to say, I am very, very excited about the Yamaha Maple Hybrid. It's 18 years now of being with Yamaha, and I use the Maple Custom, the Maple Custom Absolute. This is the first time I've really gotten the chance to play the Maple Hybrid with the 7-ply shells, a 6-ply. With the centre ply is a hardwood called Wenge. When I went up to Milton Keynes and demonstrated by setting up 2 different toms on a tom stand, when I played the different tom, you could feel the vibration resonating through the tom stand, but when you played on the hybrid tom with the new tom mounts, there was no vibration going through to the stand, and that's just a great way of demonstrating the isolation of the vibration of the tom. So they've really worked on that. So it's a nice sound, and they sound great and they look great. The way I look at it is we all already have our own sound, because no matter who inspires you, in my case I was inspired by Billy Cobham first of all, and then I got more into the straight ahead thing. I got into listening to Tony Williams and Max Roach and Elvin Jones, and no matter how you try to emulate these musicians, you can never sound exactly like them. You can pick up aspects of what they do, but you will always get to play them how you play them. Because I don't quite sound like Tony Williams, I don't quite sound like Lenny White or this person or that person, but I have my own way and my own touch and my own phrasing. So that's how my sound eventually developed. To be the musician you want to be, if you're inspired by the greats, there are no shortcuts. You have to be disciplined. But discipline doesn't necessarily translate into being a chore. In my younger years at school, when I first started to take it seriously, I just practiced. My practice was going to the record library, picking up records and going home and just playing records all evening. I didn't practice on a set of drums. I practiced on my bed. I practiced on magazines. I used to put 4 or 5 magazines on the mattress and pretend they were toms. Myself personally, I've never been the kind of rudimental practicer, so I don't practice 4 hours a day, 8 hours a day, going right, left, right, left, left. The facility I have, the technique I have has come as a result of just playing music. But it is a kind of discipline because you have to love it. You have to be passionate about it. And luckily for me, I'm incredibly passionate about music.